Welcome back. Stop doing your to-do list wrong. Stop making it incorrectly. Make your life easier by using this tool how it's meant to be used to help you be more productive with what you want to do. I got 6 tips for you right here, plus the big one that's going to make all the difference so you have a manageable to-do list instead of an ever-growing list of tasks. So welcome back. My name is Reggie. I'm the founder of Fit for Freelance, where I build adaptive business leaders through compassionate health coaching. And I got a tip for you here and a list of how we can make this work for you. This happens sometimes with my clients. They're very stress prone in some moments. They got a lot going on. They want to know how they can make their to-do list better for them. So let's get right into it. Number one, make a separate ideas list from your to-do list. Just because you have a bunch of things that you would like to do or things that should be done or that you imagine should be done, that doesn't mean that you have to do all of them. They are not all your to-do list. You want them to be separate. I want to rewind a little bit and talk about what happens when you have too many things on your to-do list. It's meant to be a tool to keep your life organized and productive and less stressed. But if you don't have the right to-do list, if you're not using the tool correctly, how does that feel for you? You can leave a comment. You'll be very stressed, overwhelmed. You'll feel like things are a burden. You'll feel mentally weak if you don't get everything done. It becomes a serious problem. So that's what I want you to think about today. And that's what this tip is about. Separate ideas list could be very helpful for you. Instead of having everything that you imagine under the sun that should be done, you have a list of things that could be done, and then you have a separate list for yourself as a to-do list. Number two, only put relevant tasks on a to-do list. So start to think about it as you take on these responsibilities. Be mindful of which ones you take on and make sure they are relevant to you and what you want to do for yourself. I was working with a client today. I was doing a group session on vision and focus is a big part of the guilt-free game plan, where you are aligning with your biggest goals for, the next 14 weeks, your weekly goals, your daily goals, your 3-year plan kind of thing. And you want to make sure that a lot of your to-do list fits into that instead of random tasks that go on and on with no end to it, and you keep adding things. So only put relevant tasks on a to-do list. I'll be glad to work with you to help pick relevant tasks for you in terms of goal setting. That's something I do a lot of. 3, delete or decommit. So once you have your to-do list, either the one that you have all the time or you're working through this process right now, what we want to do is take off the things that are not important for you to do yourself personally. So, or things that maybe don't need to be done. Like if something's been on your to-do list for 3 months or longer, maybe it's not something that needs to be done. Or if it's something that you always have a hard time doing, maybe you don't really want to do that. Okay. Also, decommitting could be a very good thing. If you're the kind of person who can't say no when someone offers you a plan to do something, hey, we're going to do this, and you can't say no, you always say yes, and you have a whole bunch of things on your calendar that I know people who do this, and you can't keep up with the things that you mean to do and you want to do. Plus, you've got these other commitments. You can call these people back at this time once you have your list made and say, hey, I can't make it, or something came up, or I had to reschedule. I'll catch up with you later. That's a really good way to make sure that your to-do list is relevant and manageable for you. Next, delegate. So if you have something that's important on your to-do list, but it's going to take you a lot of time, or it's going to take you away from other things that you want to do, or it's not even in your skill set. Say you're a YouTube creator, you're not good at editing videos, which I'm clearly not. That's why I only go live. You can delegate that task to someone who can do it more efficiently and more effectively, or someone who just has spare time. Maybe they like to do it. Maybe you can pay them to do it. If it's a little sibling, you can bully them into doing it. Anything like that. Delegate tasks from your to-do list that are not things that need to personally be done for you. And that's how you magnify your impact. So if you want to have a bigger impact, then think about delegating these kinds of tasks. Next, prioritize. You want to look at your list. Now you have a list of things that need to be done specifically by you, and they're important. So prioritize them based on how they fit into your life, how they fit into your goals, where you're going, what you're building for yourself, and the time that it can take. So number 6 is schedule. If you write down the things that you've prioritized, right, the top 3 to 5 or 7 things that you're working on, if you schedule these things, you have an estimate for how long they take, when to start. That way, at the end of each day, instead of going to bed feeling like, oh, I've got so much to do tomorrow, or I didn't accomplish the things that I meant to, or I suck, any of that, you will feel like you've accomplished, you've made reasonable progress towards the most important things that are relevant to you in your goals and your life. So you feel good every day instead of feeling like you didn't do enough. So these are my 6 tips for making better to-do lists. Stop doing your to-do list wrong. It's supposed to be a productivity tool that helps you feel good, helps you stay productive, manage your time, and release stress instead of feeling bad about yourself for the things that you probably didn't even have to do yourself. But the big tip I have, make a separate ideas list from your to-do list. Leave a comment if this makes sense. Like and share if this is something that's going to help you out. I really appreciate you watching. And as always, I've got some links in the description too. Don't forget, if you want to lead a healthier, happier life, check out the Entrepreneur Health and Business Goals Checklist, where I have a bunch of ideas that you can add to your ideas list and maybe incorporate some things into your to-do list so you can take confident ownership of your path to freedom and fitness. So that's all I got today. Thanks for watching. And as always, keep practicing. Peace.